back, guys. Okay guys, this is a little bit of a mock-up of what I've done so far. So as you can see in here, this is lined up, and over there it's lined up. So, and it's looking promising all the way across. It still needs to go back just a little bit more so the bolts down here will line up, and I got to be able to plate this into here. So if you can see here, there's a screw here, screw hole there, which is the same as this and this. So that's my reference mark to let me know how much further I need to go back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off a little bit more here to split the difference between these two bolts, so to be the same distance from here to here on this hole. Then I'll know I'm back far enough. Because if you look up here, I'm pretty damn close of getting that lined up. So once those two get lined up, we'll be in the ballpark, because the other side's not that hard to do. So if you look down there, you can see all I gotta do is push that back just a little bit, and then rebend those tabs back up and tack welding, plug welding actually. But I'll do more than just plug welding, because I want that to be a little bit more firm than what it has to be because of this situation here. So overall, I think it's not too bad. You can see the paint. So that about that much distance is about how much distance I need to do down here. So what you do down here, you got to do up here. What you do up here, you do down here. Same thing on this side. So now you can see here's the original piece that's going to bolt onto here. All I got to do is bend that back, and that'll line up here. And you can also see it's equal distance from here to here as it is from over there to there. And from here you can see where this right here from the old piece needs to be lined up here. So the whole entire thing needs to get shoved back just that much. So I must say I'm getting pretty damn close. So if you look at that, when it's done, she'll look good. So not only that, use this as a reference mark. This is from this whole entire piece. That back there is from the original car. So this is the original part of the car. So when I measure from here to here, it needs to be the same as it is from here to here. So once I close that gap up on this side, she'll be fine. So it's just loosely laying up there. So this proves that you could do this in your own backyard. So that big noise that you're hearing is back here, the fan is keeping me cool. So I can keep doing this. I'm hoping to bring you guys some good content. But if you ask me, I think this is some pretty good lineup. You know, yes, I worked in auto body shops before. Okay, yes, there are certain things that you do and don't do. And, well, in my case, it's do whatever the fuck you need to do to make it happen. And not only make it happen, but make it safe. Because you do not want your wife driving down the road, this thing fall off, go underneath the wheels, it will throw this car up in the air and possibly roll over and could kill her or somebody else. So if you're going to get your hands involved with this, be sure and understand what you're getting involved with. Common sense will tell you what you need to do and not do. Okay, so to move forward, I still have plenty of pieces. This is from the donor car. I made sure I had plenty of metal, so when I go to put this back together, I can slice and dice her in there. Okay, so I got plenty of meat to play with. So this portion down here at the bottom will go back in, but I have to cut off some of this fat in order to be able to make it work. So That's why I cut more than what I need. The gentleman was really nice and kind and helpful. The only thing I had that day was that impact gun and electric sawzall to be able to get this taken care of. So this will help me replicate for what I need to do over there on that side. And the only reason why this was cut like this is because I couldn't get into here on the donor car to cut it, so I had to cut this to get it out of my way so I can put the sawzall in this way and give it a cut. So I'm working hard at it. There's plenty of work left to be done. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've also noticed I'm not too happy. Okay? We're paying a company $600 to fix an air conditioner. This is not acceptable. Thank you, Virginia, for what you do to us. Never again. The only reason why I went to a mechanic shop was because I was not in Virginia. My girl needed AC, thought we could trust, zero trust. That's why I took it over, and that's why I'm doing the work now. As you can see, not even welded in, you can see how nice and flat and level that is. Okay, so, I mean, even from here to there, you see there? This is not even connected to the car. You can see how close I am. Always take off a little at a time until you get it right. Because once you take it off, yeah, you can weld it back on, but it's harder. So, that's why I do what I do. So, these are not getting plugged back in. They failed us the first time. They failed the other car that this was taken from. So, no. Luckily for us, we had a full duplicate of this car. Same color and all. As you can tell, there it is. Same color and all. We got lucky. We got very lucky. So, I'll show you the befores and the afters so y'all can see. When it's all said and done, I'll detail wax the car and she'll fall in love and I get some extra brownie points. So I'm going to bust my tail, get back to doing what I'm doing. As I get stuff done and completed, I'll show it to you. Thank you and hang tight. I'll be right back. I must say this is pretty damn good. If you was to look here, I don't think you could tell that this was ever damaged unless you knew what you were looking for. So everything's lined back up. Okay, got my lines to here. So this will be lined up to here. I'll weld that across here. Pick up on this. Tap that down. Hammer across that. Tack it. Pull this down. Bolt it to that. Push this up into here. Tap it a little more. Plug weld everything. So when it's all said and done, sanded, painted, you ain't going to know that was done. And same thing over here. I hammer this back out. Okay, so it's nice and straight with the fender here. And then I have to cut that piece to fit up into here. Plug weld it, bolt it, done. And then I gotta hammer and weld a nice big thick plate here. But you can almost pull this car with that, with just the two bolts in it. The bolts lined up, she's in. So my concern was this was bent. This guy down here, I thought that was bent. So apparently it's not. She lined up. You see how, you know, I had to, again, make a banana peel to weaken up the steel, straighten it out, flatten it, and then lay it back down. And now, once I hammer this all back in, tweak everything, I'm going to put welds on it, and Then I want to put a big steel plate across it, and I'll put some bolts from here, here, and then from here to here, and then I'll do the same thing on the inside. Then when I grind it all down, you'll never know it ever even happened. So if I were to shut this out on it, you wouldn't even be able to tell that this is all replaced. So that's how I do this. So hang tight. I'll get back in touch with you and show you some more. Giving some update on how the car is coming along. So as you can see, everything looks pretty normal in there. Cross member, well, not cross member, but core support. Okay. Then we got the wonderful headlights and bumper. So she is in. Let's see what it looks like with the hood shut. You hear how it just boom shuts real easy. So well, let's step back from a little bit of a far, and look at that. Headlights, perfect. I mean, my gap is off a little bit right here, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, and it's off a little bit here. I may have to tweak it and pull it out a little bit, but what the hell? I mean, from what it was worth, what it was, look at that. From what it was to where it's at. Boom. Now I must say, if you follow that, I'll show you the before and after pictures. I think that's pretty damn good. Considering hand tools, ratchet straps, hammer, jackhammer, you got a handle, more hand tools. That's what I got to use. This if I needed it. Her old bumper. That long piece of black pipe. But you can see that body line right here. Here, I'll put it right here like this. See that body line? That looked pretty good. The only reason why it's a little wavy, because there's a thick piece of black plastic trim that somebody put all the way around it. But if you look here, boom, all the way up. Fender, body line, freaking damn near perfect. Maybe not good enough for Earl Shy, but maybe Ben and Willie. She decided she didn't want the hood scoop no more, so I took it off. But yeah, all morning I've been busting my tail. So if you look here, see where that headlight is to that bumper? That's probably about how you could tell that it's been shifted. So as far as the hood, the headlights lined up with the hood, good. Equal amount of distance from here to here as it is from here to here. I mean, there's probably just a small difference between here. Small difference. I had to use a ratchet strap to pull that together just to be able to put the bumper on. So that's the bumper. There's an actual bumper cover that covers that. So she now loves the fact that she can actually use a hood prop. Finally. There. She can actually have a hood prop to use. And now this thing, it ain't going nowhere. No, sir. You would have to have another accident to screw with this. So now it's basically coming down to radiator, AC condenser, overflow bottle. And then once that's all into here, I want to prime up the coolant, make sure it's up to level so she don't overheat. Really don't have to worry too much about the AC condenser. I could just loosely tack it into there for now, and then put the other hose bit in there so nothing gets in there and puts a stop to that pulley down there. That would suck. So we also have a coolant bottle. Power steering reservoir is replaced. Soon she's going to need a belt because it was riding into that cylinder there for the AC. That thing right there. So, all this freaking work because some jerk want to play on the damn phone. I got an ass load of work to do. It still ain't done. But we are solid. We are not going nowhere. So, my welds have improved. When you open the hood, that's how you're going to tell it's been welded. So, threw some paint on there to help minimize the rust. But I must say, that's pretty damn good for backyard repair. So, where the ugly is underneath the headlight, so you'll be able to see it, when that happens. But there's your old water bottle, all crushed to hell. So, but yeah, we're getting along. That's where I'm at with this. I really knocked the hell out of this thing today. And so, I think I'll go ahead and probably install the radiator. Just loosely bolt in the AC condenser. I don't see a reason why I should have to pull this back out, but should never know. So, got a little bit of wiring to do. I gotta do her stereo. Because I don't like that hot wire being pinched up in the door jamb like that. Don't do that. Put it through the frickin' firewall. Right with the other wires. Or hoses. And if you put a hole there, damn it, make sure you put a piece of hose around that wire. That thing starts vibrating, it's going to hack into that hot wire. And then you're going to have a damn car fire. That's where 80% car fires come from, is because of faulty wire connections. Putting wires where they don't belong, like that. You're opening and shutting that door, you're going to pinch that wire and it's going to break, and then it's going to start frying out everything. So, that's where we're at. And, please, leave the electrical tape alone. Don't use it for putting wires together. Use shrink tube. See that? Use shrink tube. Using them butt connectors with shrink tubes, that's good. But don't electrical tape your wire harness. That's how you're going to create a damn short, cause you more problems than what it's worth, and then you lost your car, and then you're going to be on YouTube crying about your car. So, lesson be learned. So, looks like next couple of days is going to be rain. But I wanted to get all this done. I wanted to get the actual bumper onto here and everything, but it's not ready for it yet. Because I'm going to put the radiator in, the condenser, and then I'm going to test it for a couple days. Use it as my source of transportation for the time being. Just to make sure it's golden for my girl, so when she gets it back, she can be nice and happy. And I get to have a bunch of brownie points. Yeah. Who don't love brownie points? So, that's where I'm at. That's where I want to leave it. And, hit like and subscribe if this is something of your interest. Yeah, I know I just breezed right on through it, and I've been just doing all the work and not showing you guys, but the only way I'm going to know y'all want to see it, you need to tell me in the comment section. So, stay real, stay positive, get up, do something every day. You'll be glad you did. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.